I was so scared and I was too nervous to ask my mom about it. She was literally like all up in there, my area. Why is my why is she doing that? What is on my undies? My like first experience, my first time. Hi hotties, welcome to the sleepover where I wear a full face of makeup. What are you wearing tonight? This is my shirt of choice. I'm wearing my Jungkook shirt because he's my man's. Like, I literally just started my period today. I'm just like, anyways, grab a little drink. I have mine right here. I also just had dinner, and who am I to not have my little treat afterwards? Today's choice is gelato. I asked you to ask me questions on Instagram. This series is literally my baby. I feel like, oh, that's my other baby. I've been doing it for so long, so I'm so excited to answer your questions. How to stop hating your ex and just forget about it and move on. I'm assuming since you said that you hate them, that they did you dirty in some way. I want to say that I don't hold grudges, but honestly, when someone does me so dirty, like, I'm gonna think about that, and I wish that I could just let go and move on. But some things that people do just truly baffle me, that I would just like, wow, okay. It's totally normal to have a lingering feeling of hurt and just like, not hatred, but just kind of disappointment that someone that you really cared about did you dirty or did you wrong. And I know with time that you'll get through this and you'll look back on it as a learning moment, maybe recognizing these red flags, etc, etc. It truly is what it is. You will find someone so much better because you deserve it and you will forget that fool. Did you ever worry about being behind sexually compared to your friends? Any advice? Yes, I've talked about this many times, but about my like first sexual experience, my first time. I kind of rushed it because I felt like I was just getting so old. All my friends were doing it. I was like, wow, I'm such a loser. Like, I just need to get it over with. It's fine. And it's just, I'm so grateful it was with someone that I really trusted and didn't never hurt me or anything like that. But I do remember prior feeling like, okay, I'm finally gonna check this off. I can't wait to tell my friends, like, I'm not a loser anymore. I did it. I'm not behind. And it's just so weird. While I am very sex positive, I don't believe in like, you have to just do it as fast as possible. I really believe in waiting and just making sure that you're comfortable. Even before me going, you know, all the way, I was putting myself in really uncomfortable positions just so I can kind of like prove to myself and others that I was like grown up or something like that. It was really weird. And to elaborate on that, the first time that I made out with someone, I didn't even know this fool. Like, I was just like, I just want to do it. And then I realized that he only did it because he's never kissed an Asian girl before and he wanted to take advantage of me so it could be his first time with an Asian girl. Like, that's crazy. I do wish that this pressure didn't exist. You know, life experiences, even sexual experiences, is not a race. Remember that. Someone asked, how do you keep your underwear new? Mine always wears out so fast because of discharge. And oh my gosh, okay, tell me why in high school health class like taught me absolutely nothing. When I got discharged for the first time, I was like, there's literally something wrong with my body. Like, why is my, like, why is she doing that? What is on my undies? I didn't learn until months after that it was like called discharge and that's like a normal part of your body, blah blah blah. I was so confused, I was so scared, and I was too nervous to ask my mom about it. But I think the reality is that we have to keep on changing our underwear, like buying new ones. I think it's just so fun anyways. I know that underwear can kind of be expensive sometimes, but you do have to treat your kitty right. You have to give her, you know, new undies. Obviously, make sure that you're changing them every day. Make sure you're washing them constantly. When I used to have a lot of discharge, I used to just wear panty liners and that would kind of help with the underwear situation, but I don't think it was that good for my kitty because I feel like I was kind of suffocating her. So changing your underwear a couple times a day. But let's talk about underwear actually, because I hate thongs. If you are a thong girly, I applaud you. I'm like, wow, you really are stronger than everyone around here. I just can't handle it. I'm a seamless undie girl till the day I die. But the one thing that annoys me, makes me so mad, is that when they say that they're invisible undies, you won't see lines, and there's still lines. So while I was on the hunt for new undies, I found out that Parade is my girl. The invisible sculpt hip hugger is actually seamless. So again, I can wear my cute outfits without having a damn wedgie. Like, I just really can't handle thongs. The fabric is super thin and soft, super stretchy. It's a cheeky cut, so it holds everything in. Like, I feel secure. My butt feels like there's like a gentle hug or something, not squeeze. I got it in 3 colors. colors because I needed to stock up. With an emphasis on sustainability, Parade has tons of bras, bralettes, undies, loungewear, and more. Whether you're a seamless undie girly or a thong girly, you can use my code Jasmine50 for 50% off site-wide. They're already really affordable, so with this discount, you're basically getting it for free, like girl math. Styles sell out fast, so make sure you hop on that. Your boobs and your butt will thank you. He never texts first, but once we talk, he has down bad behavior. What should I do? Ah yes, just boys playing games. Once again, if it was the other way around, like he texts you a lot, but then once you actually meet in real life, it's kind of awkward, I would just say he's shy. That's happened to me before. Like, I feel like when you're texting like a crush, you're like, oh my gosh, I like you. And you're kind of like saying things to each other. You feel like they feel the same way, but then when you see them in school, it's super awkward. And you're like, damn, did we just not talk to each other for 4 hours last night? But this seems like this is not the case, babe. It could just be he's playing a little bit hard to get. Maybe he got some dumb advice from the bros being like, you shouldn't text her first, you're gonna sound so needy. For me personally, when I was in the dating scene, I just did not like to play games because it would just make me spiral. I would overthink about everything. It was really not a good time. It also seems like he kind of wants attention of like, okay, you want me so bad, and then once you kind of give them attention and then he like kind of reciprocates that, so you keep coming back. It's definitely a case-by-case basis. You know him better than I do, but I think personally, I feel like if it's really bugging you, don't text him first. Don't give him like all of that satisfaction, because I feel like if you were to pursue something more, you would want it to be like a 50-50 partnership. I don't know, man. Martin and I have been dating for 4 years. I have not had to deal with this clownery in a while, thank goodness, but I'm rooting for you and I hope that he doesn't waste your time. I know your worth. You're hot and beautiful and sexy. Mwah, mwah. Is it awkward to do it for the first time with someone who's also a virgin? Okay, so this was kind of my experience as well. I never really thought of it as awkward. Honestly, I felt like it was optimal because we both didn't know what the hell we were doing, so I thought it was kind of funny. I think you're just like learning together. You know, you can giggle about it and move on. I think it does help if you're both in tune with your bodies, if you know what I mean. Maybe you guys can teach each other what you want. What to do if a guy smirks and stares at you after he's blocked you? These boys playing games, like they think they're slick, but they're not. That is literally such weird behavior. That is so odd because it is so calculated. They know that they blocked you and they're just gonna be like, that's weird. I don't know, just move on with your day and do not give them the time of day. Oh my gosh, that rhymed. I'm literally a genius. But yeah, they're literally just there to play games. I mean, if you want to go play the game, go play it. But I feel like that's just so much work for no reason. I constantly feel like my kitty isn't pretty and it makes me not want to have an intimacy. I've talked about this in past girl talk videos actually, but I'm gonna reiterate it for you because we need to drill this in our pretty head. I literally got another question about it. Oh my gosh, literally. They phrased it, is a big cooch lip a red flag, like roast beef? That's crazy. That's a crazy way to phrase it. I've never understood the discourse about like what your kitty looks like, because at the end of the day, babes, the person who is probably like judging you or something like that, like should be lucky that they're in that situation, that intimate situation with you. That's so weird. If they're that immature, the female body is so beautiful and everyone is different, and I think that's so cool. Like we all just have like different things going on. I wish I can tell this to my younger self because I used to be insecure about mine. I was like, as I grow up, I just know that I'm beautiful and every body is beautiful, and I think that dwelling and being insecure about something that I can't control is not fair. I just felt so abnormal, but just know that it's okay. It's normal. Whatever yours look like, it's normal. And yeah, don't stress. I'm scared of getting my first pap smear. Did you ever get one? How was it? Yes, I have had one. Actually, I have had two. I'm happy to report that it is not painful. It's not, I mean, it is a little bit uncomfortable, but again, some stranger is sticking something inside you. It's just gonna be uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I'm so grateful that my doctor was so kind and understanding while I was like actually freaking out. I was telling her when I was like sitting on the chair, I'm like, doctor, I'm scared. Like, please don't hurt me. So once she heard all of that, she actually used an extra small plastic little like insert thingy. I think I always grew up thinking that it was going to be like that really big scary metal thing, but she told me that it's really outdated actually, and that most doctors use the plastic one. So mine was about the size of a tampon. It didn't hurt bad at all. Yes, it was a little bit uncomfortable. I think I was more uncomfortable with the fact that she was literally like all up in there my my area and she was just like swabbing it. But I did have a pretty good experience, and you know what is crazy is that like a week later she emailed me. She's like, Jasmine, I am so sorry. And I was like, okay, well, I'm a little bit scared to read the rest of it, but she told me that she wasn't able to get enough cells the first time, so I had to go in the next week and get it done. But I was walking in there, I was like, I can do this, like it's not bad at all. So I literally got 2 pap smears in the span of 2 weeks, and I'm still here and I'm thriving and I'm healthy, which is great. Make sure you get your pap smear, babe, because it's really important for your health. Should I shave it bald down there or keep it trimmed? I have no clue. Babe, it's your body, your choice. You can choose whatever preference you want. I personally at least like to keep it a little bit trimmed just because it's a little itchy down there, and I'm not in love with that feeling. Personally, it's kind of easier just to shave everything because I don't have to think too much. To each their own, and make sure you're shaving with the grain. We do not want to have razor burn. Thoughts on lingerie? I personally, okay, I'm like kind of 50-50 on it. Honestly, when I wore lingerie the most, it was for me. I wanted to look hot and sexy for myself. I was like, wow, like I really am just that girl. Like my body is so beautiful. I am beautiful. This is amazing. Because you're wearing it to lead up to something. That lingerie is going on the floor in like 5 minutes, okay? Sometimes they're so hard to put on too. Like it takes longer to put them on than to take it off. So to be real, I've been kind of lazy lately. But if you like it and it makes you feel confident, then wear that shit, babe. Like you look hot. Ooh, were you jealous of your partner's past relationship because he dated someone for 4 years, right? Do you ever feel replaced? Ah, yes, Martin's ex, they did date for like 3 years, and I was like, wow, that kind of sucks, because I was like, well, like, is he thinking of her while he's with me? It's kind of weird. But I think that as we kind of grow up together and love each other more, we both know that was in the past, and if he didn't have that relationship, he wouldn't be the person that he is today and the person that I love. You know, you learn so much from past relationships, not even just romantic friendships too. I like to think about it like how she straightened him up so he'd be perfect for me. If I'm gonna be so for real right now, it would be a little bit different if they were still in contact. Like I don't know how I would feel about that, but no. Is there anything you wish you did differently in college? I'm about to start uni. I'm scared. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I hope you have the best time ever. Oh my gosh. For me, my #1 thing is that I wish that I made more friends. And I think that I wish that I kind of branched out into like multiple different circles. I am so grateful to have been so close to my freshman roommate. But I think since I got so close with them so fast, I feel like I had already found my people, and they still are my people. I love them so much. But I think because I found them so early on and we kind of like bonded in that way, I kind of closed myself off into making more friendships. I do wish I joined clubs my freshman year. I joined in like my, what was it? I think it was sophomore year, 2nd semester. And I think it was just like a little bit late for me. I think a lot of people had already had like their little cliques, their little groups, and it was hard for me to kind of join that. I think every school is different, every club is different, but that was just my experience. I wish I was more involved in school, period. Like in school activities, extracurriculars, doing office hours. We spend so much money on college. Like college is way too much money. We need to be getting our money's worth. We need to be utilizing all of the resources. I think that I just kind of went to class, did my homework, went to my dorm, ate, maybe went to a party or two, and then the cycle repeated. I feel like I didn't really experience like the college education time. What is your mentality and practice around finances, budgeting, saving, etc.? My #1 tip for you is to open a high yield savings account. I didn't know that these existed until like a year, maybe 2 years ago. And I feel like it changed my life because I used to just keep all of my money in my checkings account. You know, she was doing her thing and doing absolutely nothing, because once you put it into a high yield savings account, it builds interest over time. So even if you're not putting more money in, your money is working for you in there. It's growing without you having to do anything. Do your own research, but lots of them have a 4% interest rate. So yeah, again, your money's working for you while you don't have to do anything. I really liked this before I started investing because I was really scared of like investing, stocks, all of that stuff. This is very low risk. You can take it out anytime that you want, but you're still making money without having to do anything. I'm a huge saver, and I think it's just because of the way that I grew up, seeing my family struggle with money. I think I have a lot of money anxiety. My back hurts so much. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I don't know your situation, but if you can, just taking $20, $50, $10 out of your paycheck. You can actually do this automatically through your bank too. It really adds up. Why does no one love me when I feel like I'm at my best right now and I truly love myself? Why does no one else? I actually relate to this because I remember when I was having my glow up time, I was like, I am literally the hottest, most sexy, most funny and cool girl to ever walk this earth. Like, why is no one giving me attention? And at the time, it's because I had the mentality that if I wasn't being validated by someone else, the feelings that I felt were not right. I think it stemmed from insecurity, and as I think about it a little bit more now, I think I was improving myself for the sake of other people, maybe because I wanted compliments from them, or maybe I just wanted attention from them, but I wasn't doing it truly for myself. And as I grow up, I mean, I still have my days, I still have my low points. I'm learning that the only opinion that matters is myself, and if other people don't give me the validation or give me the attention that I was almost yearning for, that's okay, because the only person's opinion that matters is me. Tips on how to get over being the ugly friend. I'm really getting tired of it. I actually have an entire video about my experience growing up ugly and, you know, like racism and like all the other stuff. Super fun and cool, so if you want to go check that out, you can. It's literally like 20 minutes. I'm not gonna like say all that stuff again. I think that video was really good, so yeah. I actually got a lot of questions about how to get over old friends that did you dirty or just friend breakups in general. Unfortunately, I do think that it's a part of growing up. People are changing constantly. Their personalities are evolving. When you think back on the good memories, you wish that you could just go back to that time before they did some shit to you. You can still look back on those memories fondly, but you also have to remember that you have to respect yourself and just know that they were not real friends to you, and you do not deserve to have to deal with that. You deserve to have friends that truly care about you. It can be really hard when you see them every day at school, right? Because it's kind of awkward and just like, wow, you really did that to me. That really was hurtful. Immersing yourself into hobbies, maybe trying to get your mind off of that. Journal. Really let all of your feelings out. Be really unfiltered. And you can use this as an opportunity to make new friends. I know it's super hard in the moment. I still sometimes think about like all the friend breakups that I've had, and it's just like really sad, but again, it's just part of growing up, and I'm rooting for you. Have you ever felt judged about your breast augmentation? I want one, but I'm most scared about what people would say. If you didn't know, these girls, I did not grow them. I paid for them and I still love them, and they're still valid and awesome. I have a whole boob job vlog if you want to go watch it, but I talked about my kind of thought process about everything. I feel so confident in my decision and the reasoning why I got that. I mean, people sometimes have their things to say about it, but I'm honestly, like when I'm at the club, some girls in the bathroom will be like so nice and be like, wow, your boobs look really good in that top, and be like, thanks, they're fake. Again, I'm just so confident in my decision, and I think that's something that you have to feel before you do something that drastic to your body. I've said it before and I'll say it again. People are always gonna have their shit to say about you. Might as well just do whatever the hell you want. Whether you do or don't, people are always gonna have their opinion. What are some things you do to improve your mental health / well-being? One of the things I've actually been doing is putting my phone all the way across my bedroom and leaving it charged there, and when my alarm goes off, I had to get my ass out of bed and turn that shit off, okay? It really wakes my brain up and doesn't allow me to doom scroll, like literally scroll for hours on TikTok the first thing I do when I wake up, because it makes me feel so groggy for the rest of the day, because you are so overstimulated. Literally the second you open your pretty little eyes, you're like, okay, what are all these facts about cats? I don't know. There's no reason for us to be consuming that much information the first second we wake up. And by the time I wake up and turn off my alarm, like I'm up. I've already moved my body, can go brush my teeth, wash my face, and I feel just so much more productive in the mornings and so much more intentional, and not feel so guilty about just scrolling on my phone all day and rotting in bed. I've also been spending a lot more quiet time with Suki, my cat. I think that I really kind of envy her no thoughts brain. Like sometimes I wish I was just a cat and I just didn't have to worry about anything. So I like watching her interact with the world because she's just so curious and just so chill at the same time. So it's just really lovely to see her just do her cat things. I think it really grounds me because I'm just like really stressed. I'm a ball of anxiety. So just watching her live her life with no thoughts, yeah, I love it. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed today's little sleepover. I had so much fun talking to you. I love this series so much. If you want to ask me questions for my next one, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I post really cute pictures on there too, like if you're wondering. like, you know, just if you're wondering. Let me know what snack you ate tonight or just what you were doing while you're watching this video. I'd really love to know. I feel like it's just so cool that we're just all over the world and stuff, and you know, that's kind of crazy that you're watching me right now, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Drip, drip, crying face. Give you a kiss, kiss, I'll be okay. Drip, drip,